for coming down tonight. Now I want you to put your hands together and clap your hands, because we're gonna have a real good time. But first, we want to do this thing like Motown back in the days, remember? Piano. All right, now put your hands together. If you mind, just stand up if you want to. Just stand up, have a good time. Clap your hands, and everybody, we're gonna get busy, you know what I mean? This is called the Roundaway Girl, and my name is LL Cool J, and it's the place. That's Marley Marl, and we're gonna have a good time. Check it out. I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, Fendi bag, and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with a switch and talk with street slang. I love it when a woman is scared to do a thing. Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. When she get bumping, it's hard to make the hottie stop. She likes to dance to the rap jam. She's sweet as brown sugar with the candy, yeah. Honey coated complexion, music cafe. Let's hear it for the girls from around the way. Sing it! I need an around the way girl. Around the way girl. That's the one for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what time it is. I need an around the way girl. Around the way girl. Just clap your hands, yeah. Check it out. Silky, milky, a smile is like sunshine. That's why I had to dedicate at least one rhyme to all the beauties in the neighborhood. Cause if I didn't tell you, then another fella would. Sweet like sugar with your gangster talk. Wanna eat you like a cookie when I see you walk. With your rayon silk, or maybe even denim. It really doesn't matter as long as you're in them. You can break hearts and manipulate minds, or surrender, act tender, gentle and kind. You always know what to say and do. Go flip when you think your man is playing you. Not cheap or petty, you're ready for loving. You're real independent, so your parents be bugging. But if you ever need a place to stay, CLL Cool J, sing it, fellas, now. I need an around the way girl. Around the way girl. That's the one. Just clap your hands, you know what I mean? It's kind of fun, you know what I mean? I need, you know what I'm saying, Marley? Just get busy. Now this time, I want to take the drums out and do it a little different. Check it out. Perm in your hair or even a curly weave with your new edition Bobby Brown button on your sleeve. Say you come here, you say meet me halfway. This fella's been talking that yank all day. Around the way you're like a neighborhood Jew. All the homeboys sweat you so you're crazy cool. When you go in the summer with your biker short. While you watching all the fellas on the basketball court. Going to the movies with your homegirls crew. While the businessmen in suits are hawking you. Baby hair pumping, lip gloss is shining. I think you're in the mood for whining and dining. So we can go out and eat somewhere. We got a lot of private jokes to share. Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee, I love you. You're from around the way. Sing! I need an around the way girl. Around the way girl. That's the one for me. And it's the single off my new album, you know what I'm saying? I need an around the way girl.
Said after the Teddy stuff didn't work out, so you and Chauncey sort of split. So and you joined the Flex. Did you then keep an eye out to see what was up with Chauncey, or?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's around the time where Chauncey was already working with Teddy on Blackstreet, and now according to Teddy and Chauncey, they wanted me to be a part of the original Blackstreet as well, but I was already in a situation with Marley at Universal, so I couldn't do it if, you know, even though they may have wanted me to do it, I was already obligated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so they put Blackstreet together and blew up.
So, I mean, going back, because, you know, a lot of people probably, we don't hear much about Marley Marl this generation, even in the 90s, probably don't hear about him as much as those from the late 80s to the mid 90s would always know about. He was, you know, Teddy gives him props about one of the people who really took hip hop to another level, especially with a lot of the LL joints and stuff. You know, you worked with Teddy and other producers. What was Marley like in the studio?
Marley is crazy too on the SP 1200. Like it's a whole nother thing. Like Marley wasn't really a musician. That's who we had Darren for, Darren Lighty.
Okay.
But yeah, Marley was crazy with beats, man. Like even to today, he sent me something not too long ago. That's crazy.
Yeah. working with LL back in those days, I mean, he'd already done I'm Bad, and he's, I Need Love, and he was, really one of the, you know, as a, not just as a hip hop artist, but he was as a symbol. He was, he was up there
Yes, sir. Yes,
behind the
sir.
scenes when the camera's off,
Oh,
working.
he's a funny dude. He's a funny guy. Yeah, we had a good time recording all that stuff with L.
Yeah.
Funny guy. Smart too. Intelligent man.
Oh, business wise and everything, and
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's smart. He's a smart dude.
what did you learn when you were part of the Flex before you guys, as business about the industry? Because one of the sad things that has come across with a lot of the interviews I've had is everyone saying about going in and losing publishing, losing all this in management fees because they just didn't know. What did you learn from your?
Let me back up a little. This is what happened with Flex and the deal. It was a publishing issue. Like, so we were doing the writing and most of the producing, but entwined in the deal was a situation where they wanted the publishing, and that's where it fell apart. Like we just couldn't do that, and
But
that's how it fell apart.
did you know? I mean, and I guess it's the people. What we're learning as fans is that it is a music business,
Yes.
and the music industry is the entertainment, the singing, but it's the business back end where you know how much money you get per record sales, your points, your advances,
Right.
the publishing. Now, I do wonder if I, was 12 years old and somebody gives me $1 billion and says, "Here's your money," I wouldn't know how to spend it. And I do wonder when you get into the industry, no one goes into school to say this is what the publishing, this is ownership and stuff like that,
Right.
catalogs and stuff. When did you learn about, okay, we need to be careful about what we own and our publishing and all that stuff? How did you learn it?
Yeah, I mean, again, I would say during that situation, because Marley was more like a brother to us. Like, if Marley had to go out of town to let's say he went to Miami to work, he would have me come and house sit for him. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, I would stay at his crib and watch the house while he was gone.
Yeah.
So when it came to like I said, we were cool. Like, we hung together, you know what I'm saying? We always in the city working. And when it came to doing that business, at that time, it was like, we get the contract and we like, nah, this, because he had a manager at the time as well. So, we looking at the manager like, yo, like, what are you trying to do? Like, and so we go to Marley. We like, yo, man, this she got this in this agreement. Like, this is whack. And he was like, nah, yeah, I'm gonna talk to her about that. I shouldn't be in there. And so, the next time the contract came up, we saw the contract, it's still there. So we like, oh, Marley, man, like, what's going on here, dude? And he's like, basically, it came to a point where he's like, well, this is how the business is. You know what I'm saying? This is what it has to be. And that it didn't work. It didn't work for us. So that was pretty much the end of that.
Now,
but like you said, that's how the business is. See, me, if I go, well, I'm going through some things. So if it's somebody coming up, if I'm bringing somebody up, right?
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, I'm going to make sure that they don't have, if it's at all possible, if I'm in a position to make it better for that person than it was for me, that's what I'm going to do. Not everybody thinks that way. A lot of people think like, well, it took me this long. It's got, that's how it is. It's going to take you this. It's going to take you that long.
Yeah.
And that's not cool, man.
I interviewed Tabitha Duncan from Cut Close, and she explained the same thing. They record deal and publishing deal, taking half of their publishing, and it was that sense of, well, somebody messed us over, so we're going to almost get it back from you. And then once we've gotten our stuff from you, then you're going to have to mess up the next person, almost like that sort of vicious cycle.
And that's what it is. I just don't understand it. Like, somebody took all your money, and so you're gonna turn around and take all my, you remember how that felt, right? But you're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna do it to me because it was done to you, and that's how you justify it. No, that's terrible.
But then, as I said, contracts can be big and they can be very small print. Did you go as a group to a lawyer to say, look, read through this, tell us what we need to do, or did you guys go?
No. We got attorneys. We got attorneys,
and they pointed out that look at what they're saying and stuff like that.
Right, pretty much. Like, now, hey, right here. You don't want to do that. No, you don't want to do that.
Now the thing is, then there is, and I've heard other people who say, even though this is the case, we don't want to miss opportunity. Yeah. What made you guys feel as if, even if this is our opportunity at this point, we're going to take that brave decision to say, stand up and protect our own?
Because the relation, like I said, we were friends and brothers, you know what I mean? So moving forward, the whole relationship changed after that, because, like we're looking at the situation like, like we family, but it not everybody saw it that way. And that changed, that just messed up the whole thing. It messed up the relationship.
Then what did you do after that then? After that, so when that sort of, the flex sort of fell apart, what did you then do? Did you guys just keep together? Well, we'll just produce people.
Yeah, the flex didn't fall apart. The deal fell apart.
Okay, to be as a group.
To work. Right, we continued to work on original music. Like I said, the writing and producing. And then, that wasn't going all that great as far as the deal situation. And then I got the call for Blackstreet while I was still in that situation.
Yeah. Back in that situation, did you then think, well, this isn't too bad because, I don't have to be on the road. We have publishing we and stuff. Or did you then think, I still want to sing? Or what was your thinking?
What do you mean, before Blackstreet?
Yeah, before Blackstreet. Yeah, when the deal with Marley didn't go through, and so you weren't going to get to become a group, and you guys were doing production as a group, as a production group. Did you think, well, this isn't too bad? I mean, did you think about being a full-time writer producer?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I enjoy being in the studio. Like, I would prefer that than being on the stage. Like, I enjoy singing, but I'm not like really the entertainer kind of, what I mean? The flash, that ain't me at all.
Okay.
So yeah, that was cool. We signed a publishing deal sometime during that time. So yeah, we focused on writing and trying to get songs placed at that time.
And so you guys, you signed a good publishing deal, I guess. Is it the three of you together, or is it individual?
It was the three of us together.
Okay.
We signed it together until. Oh, well, I'll let you lead the conversation.
No, go ahead. Don't until.
Well, I was gonna say until I did the Blackstreet thing, and then we separated the publishing.
Okay.
At that point.
Okay. So you guys, when you got the call from Blackstreet, did you say, guys, I've got this call to join Blackstreet, and they're like, no, come on, stay, or did they say, yeah, go, we bless you? What was it?
Well, yeah, they said to go. They said to go, and I wanted to go, and they gave me their blessings, but they weren't happy about that.
Oh.
Nah, they wasn't happy. But my whole thing was, I'm saying, listen, this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me, but it could also be an opportunity for us. You know what I mean? Like, let me go and get in, and then when the time is right, I could bring y'all in, because Teddy was Teddy Riley, you know what I'm saying? And Darren was he's a dope producer, he's a dope musician.
Yeah.
So like, look, man, like, I could do this Blackstreet thing, and then I could, we could do the production thing. I could bring y'all in, it could be good. And so that's, they were cool with it, but they wasn't really cool with it.
Okay.
So,
but then, and they fell apart because did Darren then go join Eddie F?
Well, Dan was working with Eddie and KG. I think he's working. Yeah, he started with Eddie, and then I think he went to KG, and then back to Eddie. Like, but you know, Dan was freelancing. He wasn't really.
He wasn't part of it.
Right. He was. I mean, yeah, he wasn't really like a partner. Let me not say that because I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But
okay.
He worked mostly with Eddie and KG.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. 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 And so, if for people who don't know, KG was part of Naughty by Nature, and he came out with Next, Jaheim, and Janae.
Brown, Janae.
Okay.
Who else was it? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.
I begin to